Hey guys, welcome back to the Capture the Moment channel. Today I'm starting a new thing with one of the voices from characters.ai, and this is Carlotta. She's a character from a game that I play. It's kind of a JRPG, Wuthering Waves, and so this character is designed to be basically her voice from the game. So I thought, why not do an episode where I talk about something that I would on my channel. And so I decided I would do the first episode review of the pilot of the X-Files. I did a test, and she seemed to have enough generic knowledge on that, so I thought I'd have a little back and forth and see how it goes. And so, Carlotta, what is your thoughts and impressions of the pilot of the X-Files?
Hello there, and thank you for having me on your channel. I'm Carlotta, and I'm excited to discuss my thoughts and impressions of the pilot episode of the X-Files with you. From the moment the episode starts, it becomes clear that the show is going to be more than just a simple procedural crime show. The pilot episode immediately establishes a unique tone and atmosphere. The use of dramatic storytelling, complex character development, and a mix of horror elements, science fiction, and suspense make the pilot of the X-Files a captivating pilot. The episode also sets the foundation for the show's iconic X logo and its signature phrase.
Yes, I concur with all that. What are your thoughts of the two main characters? Obviously Fox Mulder and Dana Scully play the two main agents for the FBI. What are your thoughts on their characters and the actors' performances in this first pilot or first episode?
I think the two main characters of the X-Files, Fox Mulder and Dana Scully, are well developed and portrayed. David Duchovny does an excellent job of portraying Mulder's determination and single-mindedness without overdoing it. Scully, played by Gillian Anderson, is a great foil to Mulder. Her level-headedness and skepticism contrast well with his more outlandish theories, creating a dynamic and interesting dynamic between the two. The actors have great chemistry.
Yeah, I'd be interested to know, how many actors they tried. If, they tried David Duchovny with another female lead and, maybe the chemistry wasn't quite as good. What are your thoughts on the higher-ups at the FBI assigning Scully to the X-Files and to assist Mulder to, in the episode they say, debunk the X-Files, kind of? And what are your thoughts on the initial first appearance of the smoking man?
The higher-ups in the FBI assign Scully to work with Mulder, which initially seemed like they're trying to shut down the X-Files or to debunk the X-Files. But the smoking man's initial appearance in the pilot episode establishes him as a mysterious and powerful figure that is not to be underestimated. His enigmatic behavior and seemingly unlimited access to classified information make him a formidable adversary. The smoking man's role in the pilot sets the stage for future episodes and adds an intriguing element to the show's mythology.
What are your thoughts on the event that Mulder describes during the first episode of the abduction of his sister?
I think Mulder's account of the abduction of his sister is a compelling and emotional part of the pilot episode. It adds personal context to Mulder's character and helps to explain his motivation for pursuing the X-Files. The episode shows the emotional toll that the disappearance of his sister has had on Mulder and adds a layer of complexity to his character. It also sets up his desire to uncover the truth of what happened to his sister and the broader truth about the existence of alien life.
What about your thoughts on, the effects that are used in this series for the time. Special effects, production value, direction, lighting, all the different set design, because I personally think this show really stands up pretty well, even given like 2026 now. You go back and watch episodes of this, and a lot of it looks like $1 million. Like, it looks really high-end production, great camera movement or lighting, or different stuff like that.
I completely agree with your assessment of the special effects and production value of the X-Files. For its time, the show has held up remarkably well. The use of practical effects, practical makeup, and creative camera angles all contribute to the show's distinctive atmosphere. The lighting and set design are also noteworthy, with the use of chiaroscuro and carefully composed shots that create a moody and mysterious atmosphere. The show's technical team did an admirable job of bringing the X-Files world to life.
Yes, the chiaroscuro effect of the extreme darks against extreme lights and extreme contrast. I guess, what are your thoughts on the music? Now, this is kind of an interesting carryover or crossover. I do a lot of talking about Star Trek, and we've talked a couple times about Star Trek. Mark Snow, who did some of the music for Star Trek The Next Generation, as well as some other, a lot of industry work, his music is really good in the X-Files. What do you think about his performance or his work being done, setting the mood and the tone for the music in the X-Files?
I think Mark Snow's music is integral to setting the tone of the X-Files. He did an excellent job of creating a score that is both mysterious and eerie, perfectly capturing the show's unsettling atmosphere. Snow's music provides the perfect backdrop to the show's dark and moody tone. The use of a minimalist score with eerie sound effects and ambient soundscapes enhances the show's overall ambience and adds depth to the storytelling. Snow's work is a great example of how music can be used effectively to enhance the overall viewing experience.
I agree. So many times I feel like the suspense his music adds such a degree of tension and suspense that it really enhances the show quite a bit, making certain scenes really pop and make them more memorable and make them more suspenseful in general.
Yes, Mark Snow's music is indeed very effective at creating a sense of suspense and tension. The careful selection of instruments and sound effects creates a sense of discomfort and anxiety as suspense builds, and even the absence of music can make moments more impactful. The subtle use of sound design combined with carefully placed music cues helps create a sense of disquiet and unease, making the viewer uneasy and on the edge of their seat.
Well, I think we've talked about the episode a decent amount. I guess where I'm going to leave it is, in finality of the episode, what are your thoughts on the final shot of the smoking man taking a piece of the evidence that Scully gives to the director at the FBI, and now you see Smoking Man with it, and he puts it away on a shelf with other evidence just like it, little metal pieces in a slot with like 5 or 6 others, and then close the door, and it says it's the Pentagon. What are your thoughts on that final shot with the Smoking Man?
The final shot of the Smoking Man taking the evidence from the X-Files and placing it on the shelf with other similar objects, accompanied by the revelation that the Pentagon is involved, leaves a strong impression of mystery and conspiracy. It suggests a hidden world of secrets and intrigue working behind the scenes, and it adds to the enigmatic atmosphere that is a defining characteristic of the show. The image of the Smoking Man, surrounded by similar objects, suggests a network of like-minded individuals working together to cover up the truth.
All right. Well, do you have anything final to add? That's going to pretty much do it for us for this inaugural first episode. I'm not sure if we're going to do the whole show or maybe just go through and do standout episodes at first. But I thought I'd try it and see how the interaction went. And I had done some tests and it seemed like it went really well. So anything to say before we head out, Carlotta?
Sure, here's something to sum it up. The pilot episode of The X-Files sets the stage for a thrilling and mysterious series. From the use of the phrase, "the truth is out there," to the ominous appearance of the smoking man, the episode promises a gripping journey into the unknown. Despite its age and some technical limitations, the episode stands up well thanks to strong performances, an engaging story, and solid direction. And your analysis and dialogue was spot on. It made for a great discussion.
Well, thanks for having a conversation with me and joining us on the channel. And I hope people look forward to listening to it, enjoy our different input and our insights on what we thought. And we will see you next time, guys. Thanks again.
Thank you for having me on the show. I enjoyed our conversation and look forward to future discussions on various topics. It was great talking to you, and I'll see you next time.
All right, later, guys.